in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile, and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Technology is now seen as a must-have in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile, and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Organization simplifies the way we collect data. Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate two systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repository, where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? Less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytics systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
7 years, McIntosh Consulting has been empowering individuals, organizations, and government parastatals in information technology, business management, leadership development, and finance. Through our end-to-end training services, we help our clients achieve notable landmarks with our long-standing valued affiliate relationships with Microsoft, EC Council, CompTIA, PECB, Cisco, and AWS. McIntosh Consulting offers training and certifications in diverse areas like Network Plus, cybersecurity, cloud computing, project management, Agile Scrum, soft skills, amongst many others, with guaranteed to run classes, virtual classes, on-site classes, online classes, and customized classes. McIntosh Consulting enhances career development, promotes relevance, and ensures quality delivery. McIntosh Consulting is located in Nigeria, Kenya, and United Kingdom. Visit www.macintosh.com or call 090-381-38550 or 081-409-84158. You can also visit us at 24 Bamachili Street off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos.
Welcome to the Pride of Symbols, a people driven by the passion for excellence and the courage to take on big challenges and see them through. With integrity of mind and systems, our words, structures, and processes are always dependable. We are proud of who we are, what we do, and what we stand for. Firm is our commitment to the vision to build a globally recognized distribution company and to become the key driver of trade revolution across Africa. We have been empowered to make products and services accessible, affordable, and usable across Africa by building an efficient distribution network, and to remain the market benchmark for dynamism, efficiency, and competitiveness. We are rulers. We provide order. With confidence, enthusiasm, and wit we speak. The vulnerable and voiceless we empower. This is me. This is TD Africa. We rule. We conquer. We are Simba.
Technology is now seen as a must-have in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
sáyé ọmọ ọba ni kò ṣe ẹrú ó wá sáyé kò ṣe wọn.
ó yá akéde mo fẹ́ délé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ.
ọmọ ọba ni kò
bàbá
ṣe
mi
ẹrú
ò gbànígbà ní ojú ọ̀nà ó ṣe gbọ́n. kò sán gírí lágírí ọ̀la gírí kàkà.
ọmọ ọba ni
akọ́kọ́
kò
arẹ́rẹ́
ṣe
o.
ẹrú.
bàbá mi ò wá kẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ jìjọ. jagunmọ́ lòdì ọ̀rọ̀ apá láti jó tọ̀hún tọ̀hún.
Afternoon, good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Microsoft MCTNAIJA-TechUSERGROUP African Master Program, which is called the Grassroot. And our mission, our vision is to be able to tap talent from the grassroots. And you might say, as I always say, there's a lot of talent here from the grassroots. And this is where we showcase people that have stories, impactful stories. We hear their story and we use them to be able to build a mentor and mentorship program. As I said the last month, that we always appreciate those that have supported us through the years as a community, because without this support from them, our community will not be in existence. We are talking of company like Ashem, company like D Brown, company like Macintosh, and the various number of them that have supported us one way or the other as we strive as a community to build a very robust technology arena for people from the grassroots, people in Nigeria, people also extending to West Africa. We also want to do special thanks to Microsoft because they have been the pioneer of this beginning of this event. I would thank them for being our support, being our wing, being our director to all this time. We also want to appreciate those that have been hosting with us one way or the other. They have been supporting us one way. They have been the anchor of this event, the likes of Ola Deji Folari, likes of Collins from the north, Olana Ogbena, um, we have Kofi, we also have David, and we have Babatunde. They are one way or the other have been an anchor on this event, and they have been pioneering this event from the technical aspect to the scripting of the event. We say thank you for being with us and being there for this event for this year. We also want to thank people that have contributed, especially from the music, all the soundtrack we have been using in order to promote our event and to share our event. And being special thanks to people like Olomi Music and Famdi Music. We say thank you for supporting the IT and the technology community. So, what are we and what do we do? Why do we come here every month for the past month and years? We have a vision to be able to use the virtual environment to connect mentors with mentee, expert with mentee. We also have a view that we know that so many people want to get into IT. They might not know how to get into IT. What are the preference they need to take. So the story of each of our guests will help you to guide you through this process. So we connect those that want to go into IT and showcase how they can get into IT. We also try to look at new technology, especially current technology, which is a cloud first digital estate. Now we showcase cloud as it is from Microsoft angle, as they are the pioneer. We also look into other cloud provision in order to have a proper balance of the technology and the IT sequence we are using. We also look at digital workspace, which is new. How do we embark in this digital workspace? How do we use it? So we bring experts sometime to be able to talk to us about that. And that's what we stand for. Furthermore, Microsoft MCTNAIJA Tech User Group actually is a user group across 15 other user groups. Primarily, our focus is to look at every angle of Microsoft suite for now, which is Azure, Microsoft 365, Dynamic 365, down to Power BI, to AI and data, and also DevOps. We also dive into security, and our goal is to empower people with this tech industrial knowledge to better their life in order to use this technique to solve problems, because experience, they said, is the best teacher. So today I'll be the only one in the studio, and every one of them have one activity or the other. So who am I? My name is Oluwa for Covenant Technology. Also an independent consultant that works as a trainer and also consulting across Microsoft Cloud environment, including AI, Azure, the SaaS environment, and also predominantly pitching on IT solution to be able to get people and industry and company and bridge the gap for them. You can actually follow me on my LinkedIn profile. Deji's not in the in the studio yet, but hopefully he will join us before the end of the event. And now, to welcome our guests, he has been in the studio for a while. You know, what we did last month is to bring a renowned um, industrialist, someone that started a tech startup in Cameroon, once an MCT, once a community leader across West Africa, and is into business. I want to hear his story, how he's transforming business in Cameroon. Want to learn from him. So we started off last month. He told us his story, but this time around, I want to concentrate on how he was able to roll out and embody the ability of transforming the tech environment and implementing it into the educational sector. So primarily what we are doing today is to learn from him, to so that he can guide us to know what we can do and we can apply it across several other spaces of our community within West Africa and in Nigeria. And our guest is no other um, than Ahmed Nagweti. Ahmed Nagweti is a candidate, a corporate executive, an IT specialist, and an architect in ICT, especially in the education sector. He also is a Microsoft certified trainer, a digital strategic mastermind that has a doctorate in business administration and is currently running a corporation in Cameroon called UBTS. And that is the story I want to hear. So I don't know whether Ahmed is in the studio, but I know he's around. Ahmed, if you are around, please can you join us and say hello to our guest. You are welcome. Hello, Ahmed.
Hello everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, good afternoon everybody. I really appreciative to join like the last month. It's always a pleasure for me to connect and share with the fellow uh, MCTs, technology passionates, and also students all across West Africa and across Nigeria. Nigeria is like my second country. I really love the brotherhoodship between Cameroon and Nigeria. So I'm really excited to be here today and to follow on the footsteps we started last month. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. And as you said, we have this is a follow up of what we did last time. So we also want you to send in your question to him. If you have any question, especially if you are new to IT, I want to ask him of how he actually started, what was the steps he took, and or you are thinking of changing your career and you want to talk to him, please just type it on any of the platform. We are currently on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. Now, also, if you need a guidance on how he was able to get himself on this particular ship and was able to get more of his knowledge out there, and that has transformed into the startup business that is currently running. So, as I said, Ahmed, this is a continuation of the last time we met, that was in June, when we talk about your story, how you started, and we want to continue in the same way. What is major um, question last time, and we said we're going to continue with that. One, we want to look at your startup when you did start your startup, and what are the challenges you encounter. One, how can we duplicate what you did in Cameroon in several other West African countries in terms of embodying the ability to have cheap internet to student environment and ensure they use this as a transformer to transform their technology and guide them in the pursuit of knowledge. So let's start with your startup. For those that didn't hear us or didn't join us last week, you might hear it once again. How it started, the telecom company is currently running, and we take other questions afterward. Amen.
Yes, I think this is really fundamental to learn from the early beginnings. As it was just previously a concept because UBTS really started as a think tank. I think the first main concept to clarify is the differences between a regular type of service, IT service company, and an infrastructure company. So being into the startup game in the infrastructure side is very, very challenging. And that's the path UBHS chose to go after in the beginning. But what we did is we're trying to bridge both the IT service type of startup and the infrastructure type of startup. So UBHS built a new model. So in terms of what was the recipe of the way we started, I can say the high level vision. We really started with the groundbreaking vision, and that vision was driven by the cumulative experience. So I can say experience is very important to go to the startup game because having that experience on how things work locally, how the industry is structured, the key players, the key stakeholders, these are fundamental, steps any entrepreneur, should go after and trying to architect new ideas and business models. So another good thing we did was we started without a business plan. We never had a business plan before we started the company. And I remember back in the days, some of our shareholders were too like process type of people. They were like, we are not going nowhere, we don't have a business plan written on paper, things like that. And fortunately, myself and the president and we were just around saying, we have that high level vision on paper, and then it's just a matter of execution because you can have no matter how big your vision is, you have to deliver. So I went to Cameroon with fundamentally no business plan, no business model, nothing. So I had a concept, and I think what was really challenging was dealing with people. When you can have that concept internally, right, with your team, but going outside, talking to people and get them to join your vision. I think that's the most challenging part of the game for any entrepreneur, especially in Africa. Africa, when you're younger, remember, I'm a very young guy, man. When you come like 5 years ago, you propose a project, such a big project with no real business model on paper. It's difficult. It's hard for local investors, local banks, local institution to to follow you. They just like, let's watch and see where this guy will go. So I think that's the kind of main challenges we got. And I think working also with the human resources, because you cannot build that vision alone. You need to find out the right people, the right talent. And we talk about high technologies, connectivity technologies. So I had to establish my bed in many, many IT university campuses. So UBChess is basically half outside and half inside the campuses. We have a permanent presence in IT campuses, permanent. So that's where we talk to students. That's where we detect the talents. That's where we get them enrolled as interns at UBChess, and that's how we push them to learn our processes. So another key factor are the system processes. We design our internal processes based on our vision and the way our cultures and values. So we design our own way of, onboarding new interns, onboarding new human resources, so dealing with outsiders like partners, contractors, and stuff like that. So we design our own processes from scratch. So, and processes are very, very key, for technology delivery type of company, especially startups, because we need to provide what we call the QLV, the QVL, the quantum value leap, 10 times fold the value competitors can bring to customers. So it's pretty hard to achieve that goal. That's pretty much how we started and the kind of issues and difficulty we faced. So the strategy was to stay half in the industry, half in the academia, staying close to university, staying close to the industry, learn, and then design the business model by practicing. So I remember the first business model I had in mind, I changed it 4 times. So right now is the fourth version of the business model I had in my mind initially. And this is the model I'm ready to sign a partnership with the largest telco in Africa. Actually, I just received a draft of the contract from MTN. MTN is a powerhouse of telcos in Africa, and they are proposing me a deal in Cameroon to use my technology across all the network. So that's pretty much where we are today, and a lot of agility, strategic agility. So never have fixed ideas, never ever. I remember the issues I had with my board of directors here. They wanted me to start making the money quick. I said, no, we are building a company for the long term. I cannot push the resources to get some quick money now, and then we go bankrupt later because competitors are just coming and playing the same game. So I designed the company to build that, competitive, sustainable advantage, even if it's temporary, but at least the strongholds, because having a contract with MTN is what we call in strategy the stronghold. It's difficult for any other company to replicate that type of contract because it's an exclusive contract, right? So um, that's why we are today. So we believe competition, we into the hyper competition world. So competition will never stop. So it's just a matter of, the competitors to understand what you do and trying to replicate. So that's what we do. That's why we continuously into the innovation. We're trying to create some new, for services, new features every day. And we work with global partners. The way for us to move fast is to have so UDC is a kind of platform that orchestrates a lot of different stakeholders. And then we have a unique way to bring it to all the way to the customers in Cameroon. And that's pretty much where we are and the kind of issue we face.
So thank you, Ahmad. And from what you said, trying to bring it down a little bit, you said you have two model. Now, your model was to engraft your technological solution into the tool system. Now, when you did that, how was it first adopted? Uh, how do you overcome the challenge? Because traditionally, if you go into our school system, especially our institution, we still find out that they are still using some of them upgrading, yes, not all, but some of them when it comes to computer science and computer engineering. Most of them go through that system and we find out that they really um, get into the actual real life scenario. Now, real life scenario is shouting AI out there. Real life scenario is shouting how you can have a very, very beneficial system to onboard people to create sense of current technology change. But we might not see that in our institution. So how do you solve that problem?
Yeah, I think adoption is paramount because when you start with no business, well, no clear business model and way to get the money, you are under a lot of pressure, right?
Mm,
So you have an internal pressure, from your shareholders, those who put some money at the beginning of the company. You have the pressure from the regulators. They want to charge based on your revenue, right? They want you to make the money to charge. That's the way to fund whatever they do. So,
mm,
what keeps you alive is a series of tests. You push quick to the market. Never stay in
mm,
the lab for long. Never ever. So myself, I drove UBTS to try on production. So I deploy the infrastructure first, and then I make the trials real time. So I was lucky enough to have access to a university of 11,000 students. And then
mm,
that's my kind of big lab. You know, what I did is I invested a couple of money. I think something around, I invested something around 100 million naira to deploy the broadband in latest generation Wi-Fi, smart Wi-Fi technology across the campus that cover 11,000 students. So when I did
mm,
it, essentially some thought I was full, right? But I knew my vision behind. The vision was to build the largest test lab ever, that where you make things make sense there, you can just replicate to much larger environment. That's exactly what I did, and it was a very, very important move. So we conducted a lot of testing. We pushed the open Wi-Fi industrial stack for the first time in Africa in that school. We pushed the first time ever in Africa the open roaming protocol, which protects for the first time open Wi-Fi networks with carrier grade security real time with dynamic encryption keys. Because traditionally open Wi-Fi in hotspots across the streets are non-secured. So we found
mm,
a way to deploy for the first time the technology that protect this type of public Wi-Fi. We're the first to do that in Africa. So we deploy a lot of stuff, and that's the small that drove us to where we become understandable, with big partners like MTN. So to get to the level where MTN can listen to what you say, you need these small victories, right? You need to deploy somewhere, to get some small victories. And at the end of the day, the discussion with a company like that is what you guys cannot do continuously real time, or if you will take a lot of resources your side, or maybe direct your strategy to where you guys doesn't want to go, let us do that for you. So that's pretty much what I did. So I built a big lab. I tested a lot of disruptive technologies, and people use it because today at the school, I went across the 100,000 Wi-Fi stations on the UBHS network, and
mm,
I tried everything. I tried the smartest advertising technology on Wi-Fi. I tried open Wi-Fi. I tried open roaming. I tried. Today we just integrate the TV, a campus TV streaming platform on the Wi-Fi. So when students come to the school, they can see the courses, right? You can record a Microsoft course on cloud, and then what we do is we take the content and we push it offline. So when students pull up to the school, they just connect automatically to the Wi-Fi, and they have a streaming platform locally, even with no internet, where they can see the course and then get educated. So we just integrate that functionality inside. So what we also did is the school has a TV. So we built a streaming TV inside the school. So when you go to the same Wi-Fi, people can see the TV of the school with 3 channels. They got 3 channels. One for the main content of the school, the graduations, blah blah blah. One for the entertainment, and what the idea is one for, I think there's one for the music and stuff like that. So they got 2 streams in the same Wi-Fi. So our vision just came to life because our vision was to build large bandwidth type of network that can support video real time, large file sharing. So if someone want to share 20 gigs of file, it goes like at the speed of the light. And also support multiple devices at the same time because 11,000 students, that's a lot. So that's pretty much where we are. And all these tests got successful.
Wow. Several comments have been coming online. Viewer, someone said it's different from UK. I think the person is currently in UK, especially where he resides. And he asked a question. We'll go to his question. But before his question, I want to ask now, were your cooperation with the school now, from what I heard from you, you have heavy investment you did, and that investment gave you a platform to transform the school, to give them more, because one thing that transformation can bring, especially technological transformation, is the capability to have digital tool, and one of those tools is internet. Wherever there is free access to it, and you also said you also secured it. Now that is huge investment. Very so. Is the school supporting you one way or the other? Is the government supporting you, or how do you carry out with this investment? Then the question Oladimeji asked is, he said he wants to know the kind of lab you created when you in the school, because he's also interested. So let's go to my question before you answer Oladimeji's question.
Yeah, I think we got no support of any form from the government. I'm like the Dangote of my world here. I have I
Huge
had no
investment.
support, no support. All the money came from our shareholders, those who came to the company believing in the vision. They pushed some money. The only thing I got is a loan from a bank. I got a
Yeah.
small loan from a bank, something I got a loan from a bank, and I think I don't know how I did it. I got that loan without a business plan, so I don't know how I did it.
Wow.
So
That's trust. That's big time
yeah,
trust.
so
Big time.
pretty much we had to fight, to find out all the time people to come up and bring some money, and we deployed. And I had a lot of pressure on me because, when you get such money, especially bank money, right? People expect you to start, but startup is all about risk, right? It's all about
Mm-hmm.
risk. You have to take risk, and I'm a risk taker by essence. So I drove the investment to build that infrastructure. The schools cannot afford such an infrastructure. They cannot. So what I requested from school is a kind of contract, exclusive contract, and limited, that I push the investment and
Okay.
then I can exploit the infrastructure unlimited. So I got the contract signed with the school, and then
Okay.
I'm at the point right now when I can start monetize my infrastructure. We are by far advanced today because there's a lot of services already inside the infrastructure. So I
Mm.
have the right to resell internet using the infrastructure. So starting the next academic year, I will start selling internet on that infrastructure, and then rent the
Mm.
infrastructure for anyone who want to push. There are many education tech startup, right? The edtechs. So if any edtech want
Mm.
to push the product at the school for 11,000 students, they can just come to me and rent my infrastructure, pay me some money. They rent my infrastructure, and then I push the service all across the campus using the smart Wi-Fi. And then they can charge small fees to students, like 1,000 naira for a year, something like that. If you go by 5,000 students, that's a lot of money. So,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much where I am today. The infrastructure is there. I drove to design it in such a way it's a platform. So UBChess is a kind of aggregated platform for creators, and application publishers. So you can just come up, especially applications that goes, on LAN, on local area networks. If people want to push something in a controlled environment, they can come to us and we push it.
Hmm. That's great to know. You're still going to answer Oladimeji's question, but before that, I want to ask. Now, I follow you in some of your events, especially with Cameroon government. Now, from what I can learn from you, the first thing you did was you discover, because so if you are out there, you want to go into startup, and you are looking at using technology as a means to empower yourself to get your business on. The first thing I gather from you, you first had a study and you try to have a bridge of technology in education. Now, owing to the fact that we have a lot of deficiency in our educational sector, most of our institutions, they are vast, talented people, but we notice that there is no infrastructure. You invested in infrastructure and you ensure that you had a relationship with the school, and that relationship was what you build over time with infrastructure to ensure that you have a right fit. Now you are very, very in a comfortable area to be able to start charging the school. So let's quickly go to Oladimeji's question. Is he said, I would like to know the type of lab that you use, please. So what type of lab did you use?
Yeah, we use multiple technologies. We going 101. Um, we start for compute storage networking. So going 101, we go by the three categories. In networking, we have a lot of different technologies together. We have the routing and switching,
Mhm,
and we have a mix. Cisco, Cambium in
mhm,
routing switching, MikroTik, um, going to the radio because we do transmission, because we a telecom company as well. We
mhm,
use a lot of technologies, but we use long range radios, mid range radios, short term radios, and the innovation we are bringing is the mid range and the short range. We introduce a technology called Terragraph, which is the most advanced to bring high bandwidth to the mid to low range. We can bring the capacity of the fiber using the air at the 60 gig. We use a couple of stuff, man. A lot of, personally, UBTS built me to be a kind of monster in tech, in design and architecture. I was the lead architect for the full project myself. I built the whole thing myself with my engineers in support, and I was the main architect to design, to orchestrate everything. So the compute, we use mostly the cloud. So UBHS is a SMAC. We use the SMAC approach, SMAC,
mhm,
social, mobile, analytics, and cloud. So that's
mhm,
the motto of UBTS. So we follow the SMAC framework, which is our main framework. So we all about
mhm,
social, mobile, analytics, and cloud. So our infrastructure, everything I'm just talking about right now is like 100% cloud ready. So we 100% cloud ready. We use a lot of smart technology. We use AI. We use AI to control the Wi-Fi network. So we're the first to really master that AI driven type of controller for Wi-Fi. We
mhm,
introduced that technology in Africa, and for example, Wi-Fi is subject to obstruction and interference.
yeah,
It's very difficult to use Wi-Fi on production, being a telecom operator, because there's a lot of interference, right? So we don't have that issue at UBTS. I don't care if even if there's 200 networks, I just come with mine, and mine will be the best. That's the result of the AI. We have the AI engine we use behind, and the AI is the one to calculate the spectrums, the frequencies, and automatically adjust based on the certain criteria and factors he sees in any deployment in any sites. So actually, the regulator in Cameroon came to us to train them on how to use that AI, to manage the interferences. So the regulator came to us to help them understand that technology. So I remember the first time I exposed the technology to the regulator in Cameroon, they never seen something like that in their lives.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, they never, never ever, they never heard about something like that. So, and the good thing, what we do is I deploy it with local students in Cameroon. So, in some developed countries, what I'm talking about is not even deployed yet. So, we deployed some technologies, even in developed countries, they have not deployed it yet. Because when I saw the trial of open roaming in London, it was just 4 months ago. Me, I deployed 7 months ago. So I deployed Open Roaming in Africa before London City.
Wow. That's very, very great. We will soon be moving on to the medical side, because the doctor is already in, because we want to have a balance as we are as you are talking of this technology and mental sense you also be upright. But we have some question here and a comment. One from Steven. It said you deployed a project in the varsity worth an 100 million naira. At that time, you had no support and business plan. So the question he was asking, the same way you answered, he said you don't know how you did it, but how do you raise the investment fund? For people that want to go into, how do you raise it?
Yeah, I went to the friends and family funding and then the angel investment funding. So mainly friends and family, and also angel investment, and also debt. So we secure a portion of that money with the bank, with the local bank, and then the rest, we use friends and family, people coming. I know you, Amangechi. I know you, what you have been doing for 10 years. I trust you. I trust you will be successful, and just I will invest this and get the corresponding amount of shares. So
Hmm.
we got in Cameroon only, we got 25 shareholders.
Wow.
In America, at the headquarters, we got 16 shareholders, and in Cameroon, we got 25. So if you make the calculation, you will see the number of shareholders we got. And now I'm about to open another fundraising, because right now I'm going commercial. I'm done with the lab.
Okay.
We okay with the lab. We are ready to go commercial. And I have signed the most anticipated partnership ever with the postal service company. I know in Nigeria you have Nigeria Postal Service, right?
Yeah, we
So
do. Yeah.
the equivalent of Nigeria Postal Service in Cameroon, I signed with them to bring my Wi-Fi technology across the country, 31 million people. So now I need to fund that project. So now I'm moving to the next level. 100 million naira is a penny compared to what I need now. Now I need a lot of, I need millions in dollars. So I'm about to enter another fundraising, and this time is the commercial. So any money that we get in now is just to build the infrastructure and start selling everywhere in the country.
Oh, this is still very massive. So many comments coming up that this is massive. And it's a show to tell us that we need to do something in order to revolutionize Africa. Now, this is a step you are taking. So maybe we're going to have another part to this. I'm going to bring it before you go to US. We need to bring you back. I know you always, I don't know your program to bring you back. Now, this
Yeah,
time around,
actually, Yeah, actually, it's on my agenda right now. I need to set up UBChess Nigeria. So when I'll be back, I will
Yeah.
set up the affiliate company in Nigeria, and then we will
Yes.
start replicating whatever we did in Cameroon. I have
Yes.
contacts already, and
Okay.
we have technologies there, the framework are there, the
Okay.
culture, the company culture are there. We know how to work with schools. We know how to. So I'm coming to Nigeria with all of these very, very soon. I think within the 3 months coming, I'll be in Nigeria to set up UBChess Nigeria and jump off.
Yeah, that would be very great, because the next thing what I want us to talk about, how can we duplicate this? Because when we have infrastructure in our schools and we have infrastructure in our hubs, that can pave a way for massive. Look at what you are doing in Cameroon now, revolutionizing the way people can have access to massive transaction in terms of technology transfer within the network, and that is huge, and I feel we should duplicate it. So thank you, Ahmed, and the doctor is in the house. We just give her room to come and give us a tip about today. Then we see whether we come back next month for the fourth version, and this time around, how do we duplicate it in West Africa? We know we only talked about how you started, and last month we didn't go in detail, but this time around, what is your vision about duplicating it in Togo, in Nigeria, and other West Africa? So we'll talk about that. Doctor is around. I'll just bring her on stage. Hi, Dr. Shade, are you there?
Good evening, everybody.
Good
I hope
evening,
you can
doctor.
hear me clearly, not like the last time. Oh.
We can hear you today clearly.
Ah, glory be to God. Oh.
So, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so the last time I was talking about, we've talked about, I won't go back. No, 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 because the last time I had to go back. So when I
Yeah.
now wanted to start my main topic, the network was now going up and on and off. So I know that the last time we talked about the effect of mental illness, right? Where we mentioned it can lead to suicide, stigmatization, poor social relationship, and then if it happens in a child, it can extend to adulthood, the development of physical illness. So I was about talking about general overview on maintenance of good mental health. I hope you can hear me. So if we finish it, fine. If we don't finish it, then that means because I'll take my time. Since sorry, sir, when are we supposed to finish these projects? Or is it like it's going to be monthly or something? Are you there, sir? Can you
IT
hear me?
person, I can hear you. I said mental case for IT expert has been alarming the recent time. So many people have got into suicidal, burnout, and the rest. So locally, we need to start looking at ways we can educate people on what they
I
can
know.
do. Yeah.
I'm asking a question. I said, for how long are we going to have these our projects? I mean, this program.
This program is monthly, maybe till the end of the
Okay,
year.
so I don't need to rush. I can take my time
Yes.
to
Yes.
explain things. And then
Yeah. Just
anywhere my
15
time is
minutes. Yeah.
off, when next I'm coming. But what you will do for me is that you will take notes of where I stopped because I may not remember. So I have my outline here. I don't know if I shared my slide the last time. I'm not sure. Did I?
No, you did not share it. It's
Okay,
recorded
so
anyway.
okay, so I have my outline on maintenance of good health, and the first thing I have here is gratitude to God. So the first thing about having good mental health is for us to be grateful because if we are not alive, we can't even be talking about having uh, health. Talk less of you want to have good physical health, you want to have good social health, and then you want to have good mental health. You can't be talking about health when there's no life. We can't even be talking about IT. when there's no life. So the first thing is for us to be grateful to God. When we are grateful, it shows that we have health. And then the next thing on my slide is our senses must be guided. If you remember when I was telling us about the causes of mental illness, especially amongst young people, I talked about the use of substances. And you know that these substances can be used. I mean, young people can sniff substances, they can smoke, they can chew. And I think I remember I told us that sometimes they put it in food, jollof rice, pepper soup, and that I'm not sure if I emphasize that if you are going to party and you cannot vouch for that person that is celebrating that birthday party or anything, just take water, jeje. And even sometimes, do you know that they can even inject substance into the bottled water, the spirit. So now, our senses must be guided in the sense that as young people, we must avoid taking, if you remember the five senses, our tongue, our nostrils, our ear, our eyes, and the skin, right? So, in terms of guiding our senses, for those that are Christians here, there is a part of the scripture that says, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows issues of life. Guard your heart. The way you can guard your heart is when you when you guard your senses, because what goes into your sense will now determine what will enter your mind. So guiding our sense in terms of what we take into our mouth. So young people should avoid taking substances in the mouth, nostrils. We are talking about good mental health. Avoid taking nostril substances, sniffing things. I told us earlier that some people, the reason why they take substances is because it gives them energy, but the end thereof is not good. They take it because it will make them to be awake, it will make them to be energetic and all the rest. But all those things are just temporary, right? What if you are in a place when you don't have access to those substances? Will you still be able to, do your work, right? So avoid taking substances in the mouth, avoid sniffing things. Then what we watch, thank God we all are IT personnel. I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure we have Nigerians and non-Nigerians in this group. I'm not sure. Can you remember the way you felt during the Owo massacre? When they were butchering people inside church, and then you see, and then we're in different groups, and everybody has become broadcasters now. They will not put caption on that. I mean, they will just send videos of where they are butchering people, where they have blood, what's it called, blood and all the rest. And so we need to be careful with this, because what we consume is going to determine, our what will come out of us, right? We have the right to block anybody. There's some people that are on our social media that the only thing they know how to spread is bad news or bad videos and all the rest. The way you feel anytime you watch all those kind of things, it's affecting your mental health. Just thank God your IT, just block the person, or maybe mute the notification or something. I'm trying to talk about us guiding our senses in order to keep our mental health safe. So let's be careful about what we watch. I can't give plenty example. You remember during COVID too, when you watch your social media, the news are just seeing cops everywhere. That fear, anxiety came up. In fact, if you remember when I was telling us about the burden of mental illness, I told us then that during COVID, it was found out that the incidence or the prevalence of depression and anxiety was higher, and they gave us the percentage. But anytime I have opportunity to talk to people, I tell them that this percentage for me is low, because there are so many people that became anxious. People were fearful of death, but most of us did not present in the hospital. It's only the ones that presented in the hospital that they were able to give us statistics, where they were able to give us those ones their own statistics. How many people did not feel anxious? Did you go to the hospital, but you're able to maybe develop one coping skills or something, and then you recover from it? So, what we watch, what we hear, bad news. When you begin to hear bad news, you begin to think towards that direction, affecting your mind. Then the skin, young people too, they take things into through the vein or through the muzzle, and they share the needles in the excitement of what they are sharing. I mean, when you are taking substance, at that moment, your judgment is impaired. You are excited. I mean, you won't even know. Have you seen where they are taking substances? One person will smoke, another person will collect. You are not careful, right? So that is why usually there's easy spread of sexually transmitted infection. It wasn't transmitted through sex, but because of needle sharing of needles. Right. That's the second one. And then the next one is emotional intelligence. And I believe that I said it the last time. I believe that our mentor, Mr. Sheyi, is definitely going to fix in emotional intelligence into this program, because if we are not emotional, anybody that is emotionally intelligent is going to have good mental health. And also, I believe, because I've attended classes for emotional intelligence, and I've seen that emotional intelligence needs to be used everywhere, even for you to be a guru in this IT. You need to be emotionally intelligent. And what are the components? Self-awareness. Some of the components of emotional intelligence is kind of interwoven with mental health. If you remember what I told us about the components of mental health, I talked about understanding our capacities, our strengths, our weaknesses, our values. So now self-awareness has to do with knowing who you are, knowing your strengths, right? You can see that they are kind of interwoven. I hope you can hear me. Hope I'm not speaking to myself alone. I need a
We are right.
response.
We are right here in the studio. We are listening to you.
All right. Thank you very much for that response. And then the next one is motivation, self-motivation. Now, Mr. Oluwa, Mr. Sheyi has brought us together. He has brought mentors, people that have gone ahead of us in this. I mean, they've inspired us, they've motivated us, my brothers and sisters. By the time you leave this class after 6 o'clock now, if you don't motivate yourself, all those ones that they've taught us, I mean, that they've taught you, it will just be there. So, emotional intelligence will make you motivate yourself. I mean, we have gone for motivational speaking, orishirishi. I mean, just like the way they are teaching you now. If you don't go back and motivate yourself that all these things that Mr. Sheyi has taught us, what can I do? How can I mean if you don't plan yourself, your smart goals, the short term, middle term, and long term, and all those things will just be there. Before you know it, all the things that they are teaching you here, you just jot it somewhere and you just put it. So self-motivation, and an emotionally intelligent person will have self-motivation. Right. The next one is empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of others. Social skills, teamwork. I'm sure you have talked about teamwork. We've talked about the fact that the way IT is going, no man is an island of this knowledge. Like sometimes you need to have one idea and then you call another person, see what I'm doing, or you guys will collaborate. I mean, team playing, leadership role, communication skills, and all the rest. And then self-regulation too. So imagine if you have self-awareness, you are motivated, your mental health is sound, right? So that's the next thing. It's more than this, but that's just the only thing I can say. Now, the next thing is for you to have good mental health. Also, another way that we can have optimal mental wellness is for us to do pleasurable things that give us pleasure. Because when we do those things, there's some chemicals in the body we call hormones. Happy hormones are released, right? And then it will be able to. If you remember when I was teaching us about the pathophysiology, that's the way mental health challenges comes up. I told us that it's usually because of chemical imbalance. So what is when you do all these pleasurable things, when you go to the gym and they are playing music and you are sweating, especially when they sing the song you like, you're happy, you're ahead. So all those things will bring about, and you are the only one that can know your own pleasurable things. I mean, things that are pleasurable for you, right? Your own can be music, talking, gisting, going to movies. But in my slide, I have good measurable things. There are some things that are pleasurable, but they are not good. Temporarily, you may gain your pleasure, but the end is not usually good. Like masturbation, right? Especially for young people, people that are not married. I mean, the way they get their sexual gratification, if they've not been able to learn good skills, because no way we are all sexual beings, will be sexually excited. And so when you ask young people in the clinic that, oh, you are this so age, you are not married, so how do you get your sexual excitement? Well, how do you? They just tell you they are masturbating a lot. And so if you are here too and you do such, it's not really, you may need help, but it's not really the best. You get the pleasure, but what of the repercussion? By the time you get married, you will not enjoy your sexual life with your wife, and sometimes it can lead to poor it can lead to sexual dysfunction, delayed ejaculation, premature, and so on. So don't let us be involved in bad, pleasurable activities. Pornography, when we watch it, those happy hormones will be released, but they are not good, right? And then the next one, I'm very sure maybe it's here, they will stop me. I still have a lot. Let's quickly talk about good coping strategies, right? The first one I have here is ventilation of emotions. So ventilation of emotion is psychology. It has to do with us pouring our hearts. Do you know the way you feel when you express yourself? Maybe when you have a burden and then you express yourself, it's as if as in they've released maybe like a heavy load from you, right? So and most of the time the person you are even ventilating to may not even be the solution to that problem, right? So, and I usually recommend for my clients and my patients that you need to have at least one or like two people, one male and one female, because there are some situations that are very sensitive that you cannot discuss with the opposite sex, right? By the time you are discussing with the opposite sex, you're already causing some excitement in your head. So, and people will be like, no, I will not tell anybody my story. Oh. I've done it before. And at the end of the day, I was blackmailed, things like that. But I usually tell people it's not that bad. You should be able to find two people, one male and female, maybe at your place of work, at mosque, at church, anywhere, maybe your neighborhood, I mean, people. And if you know that you have tried to search for it, not find, we have professional counselor that can help you in your journey of life, in helping you to go through stress, right? But it's just that a lot of people don't want to pay professional counselors. We have trained and professional counselors that help in the journey, right? That you can ventilate to, and they can tell you that, oh boy, if you take this A, look at the things that I'm thinking in my own little knowledge. Oh. And if you take B, look at the things that I'm thinking in my own little knowledge. So they will be there in the middle and let you know. I mean, so at the end of the day, you'll be able to make your decision. So if you make the wrong decision, you know you're responsible for it. And if you make the right decision, so it's very good ventilation of our emotion, because a lot of people that you see them that they want to commit suicide, they will have been bottling up a lot of things, nobody to share their burden with. So when they can imagine you are filling a bottle, there'll be a time that that bottle cannot fill up again. Like it will just spill out, and that's when they break down. I mean, they not rush them to the hospital, or maybe by the time the bottle is spilling already, they will have committed suicide. It won't be our portion in the name of Jesus. And then the next one I have here is problem solving strategy. I thank God I'm talking to IT people. I know that what you people look for is solution to things. Help us to build an app that will eradicate poverty. Help us to build an app that
Time
will
is up.
identify people. Time up.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll round up with this problem
Yes.
solving, and I know that when I come next, I'll be
Yeah.
starting from the third one I have
Thought.
under
Yeah.
good coping strategy. So
Coping
we
strategy.
all help us look for app for this, for that. And that is how, when life challenges happen to us too, is a problem, is a challenge. We should not just be going around and saying, I have a problem, oh, I have a problem, I have a problem, oh, I have a problem, I have a problem. You understand? We should look for solution, just like the way you do in IT. What, how, why? All those questions. Just like if you have malaria, you can't be saying, I have malaria, I having headache, fever. I have malaria. You will go to, if you decide to go to all these roadside traders or pharmacy, you can buy the over the counter anti-malaria, or you can go to the hospital, they'll, run a test for you and, so on. So you can't just be putting the problem in your head. We need to look for solution. So I would like to stop here today. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah. Thank you, Dr. Shade. And we have some comments. Someone said they agree with you that it's a stress bucket, and they also agree that problem solving and coping strategy is something we need, and it can also help us to develop a better conflict management. Thank you for this exciting word. We hope our people will just look at it and use it as a way to cope and to get rid of stress, because a lot of people are dying today because of stress, and we want IT people out there to be aware, and we appreciate you for this, and we hope to see you next month for another exciting. Thank you, Doctor. We'll see you next month.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay. Going straight to our technology corner, we actually have started. Last week we talked of Copilot, but this week we are looking at a new initiative that Microsoft brought on, which is Apply Skill Initiative. And in the initiative, we are going to concentrate on how we are going to build uh, ourselves up. So the initiative started on Friday for the community. So what we are trying to do is to marry certification and what Microsoft initiated as applied skill. Certification plus applied skill. So what is applied skill? Applied skill is a way by which Microsoft creates what we call a scenario-based credential. What do I mean? Now, if you have ever gone to an apprenticeship program, or you have seen somebody that have gone through it, a brother from the east or somebody that have worked somewhere, you notice an apprentice actually is learning the skill from another person that have gone through it. So Microsoft is trying to create what we call a way by which they can actualize your skill by developing a scenario-based program. And that program is to prove and guide you on specific business challenges, which is not just about exam question, but specific things that can help you to build yourself and to guide yourself in having knowledge. Now, there is a lot of them that is going to come up. We have started initiative in the grassroots, and we are our concentration more on the AI aspect. And these are all we have the applied skill from infrastructure down to the modern workspace and business application. But we are going to sit on this data and AI. We have started, and several people have applied. We have 4 people that have applied, and we are hoping to have 6 for this particular cohort so that we can start to guide people through this process for the next 3 months. So if you are interested, because we have 3 or 4 slots that is still there, just check my LinkedIn profile, send me a message, and I will try to get across to you with the link and the form. So comparing the two basic way, certification has been over the year. We know people only recognize you by your certification. You have gone through school, you have gone your MBA, you have got your first degree, your second degree. People want to know, to confirm that you actually went through this process. So most certifications are based on your technical proficiency. 2, Microsoft certification is based on the role you are playing, whether you are an administrator, you are an architect, you are a data analyst. This is what Microsoft based certification the breadth of your skill towards it. And the exam you do most time is question and answer, but they are all interactive and is scheduled. Now, the new applied skill, on the other hand, is a different ballgame. Now, this really is how Microsoft has done some scenario-based structure to its skilling, where they want to validate you on how you can run an end-to-end deployment of an application. For example, it's also a more practical, innovative, project-based facing, where they look at you as you are trying to do a project end to end from the challenge. Then it's scenario based and it's actually assessing you on how you can interact with the environment and how you, and this is always on demand, because the world, especially the remote first job now, has brought us to a point that people want to know what you can give, what you know how to do, than the certification. So for us in the community, we're having a showcase of a icing on the cake, where we have certification plus applied skill. For those that will be joining with the first cohort of this initiative, we have a 50% fundamental voucher for those that will go through it and they will write those exams, the fundamental exam. Their 50% discount voucher already allocated for this, so that if you are interested, as I said, we have 4 people already registered. We need 6 more people to run this cohort so that we can have, and you have the opportunity to write the fundamental exam across all these applied skill. And so we have 2 things now. You have the applied skill badge, which is Microsoft recognize you as someone that have gone through like its apprenticeship scheme on this technology, and you have the certification on it. So we have 2 things now, the cake with the eyes. So if you are interested, I said, just message me and I'll get across to you. Now, let's quickly meet our mentor, because we are almost getting to the last part of this. So every time we showcase our mentor, people that you can actually connect to. So all you need to do, capture their picture, their LinkedIn address, and connect with them. They are people that have spoken in our community event. These are people that have been supporting people within the community over the years. So stay back and watch our mentors.
Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will. Me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I want get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I wanna live like, please make I get better. Legacy to leave behind. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like. won't leave good and well till my whole days. May people they feel your anointing when I'm on the stage. I pray for more of you, God, and less of me. Anywhere you want me to go, Baba, carry me. I go be fool if I did the great, only me. Minister, good worshiper, that's what I be. To be a good father to my own child, a beautiful, loving husband to my own wife. Make I didn't see your face, I seen clearly to follow you. Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I won't get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I wanna live like. Please make I get better. Legacy to make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like. Me won't leave good and well till my whole days. May people they feel your anointing when I'm on the stage. I pray for more of you, God, and less of me. Anywhere you want me to go, Baba, carry me. I go be fool if I did the great, only me. Minister, good worshiper, that's what I be. To be a good father to my own child, a beautiful, loving husband to my own wife. Make I didn't see your face, I seen clearly to follow you. Moses was a man with consistency to your plan and will me want to see you be my beginning. I should be a genesis. Give me revelation to function as people remedy. I won't get wisdom, knowledge like Solomon. Solution to what's problem, Baba, please make me the one. Joshua led the Israelite to their promised land. Teach me song that gives faith to make people stand. Teach me how to lean on you like David did. So when I'm in trouble and in struggle, you go be my shield. Christ is the perfect man. I wanna live like. Please make I get better. Legacy to make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like this. Lord, please make me like this. Please make me like. Lord, please make me like. Me won't leave good and well till my whole days. May people they feel your anointing when I'm on the stage. I pray for more of you, God, and less of me. Anywhere you want me to go, Baba, carry me. I go be fool if I did the great, only me. Minister, good worshiper, that's what I be. To be a good father to my own child, a beautiful love.
Thank you. And those are mentor and welcome back. And briefly, before we close for today, we'd like to discuss our community. Now, our community basically, as I said, is over 15 user group, and the main user group is MCT Tech user group that started way back with 10 people in Ikeja and have grown over thousand and thousand of people. So we have several of this group. If you want to go into the security, we have the Microsoft Niger Security User Group, and that is the link. Just capture it. And we also have the Data Niger User Group. And currently, Data Nigeria Group is having a data spare. So if you are in Lagos and you are into the data arena, there is an event that is coming up very soon and is called Data Spare Bootcamp 2024. It's actually a 3 days event that showcase how you can build your data career, and it's going to happen into different um, it's going to talk of how data relates in different spheres, from security to protection to workplace environment to the industrial expert that can give you guidance, also the soft skill and hands-on project. And it is out there. It's going to start. It's going on now. Early bird is going up now from now to the 26th of July, and the amount for this data spare is just 40,000. I think it's a giveaway. A 40,000 naira is just a giveaway. So if you're interested, there's a number there. Call 234-080-3966-2111. I'll take it again, plus 234-080-3966-2111. Please, and the website is actually called www.dataaiddev.com. Dataaiddev.com. Please, if you are interested in going for that bootcamp, please endeavor to join them at the venue. So we also have the data. They usually have user group program, and this I showed you what they want to do in the next 3 days. We have Dynamic 365 group that showcase Dynamic 365 Power Platform in the ERP sector, and they also have weekly program. We also have the Azure group, which actually the bedrock of Microsoft cloud technology. They also have a WhatsApp group that is growing. Join them for also their weekly activity they have on DevOps and other events that comes with it. Then we have the M365 user group, which is usually the software as a service area of Microsoft. You can join them also. You can have the chat and join them and follow suit with the event. They also have weekly program they do every week. Then we have the Power Platform. They also have weekly program. And we have an online community called Power BI Learning Community. And they are right at Meetup. Just go to Meetup at Power BI Learning Community and join it. You have several things. They have their activity every Sunday showcasing one, two of these great talent across the world coming to speak to us. Then if you're a lady and you want to go into technology, we also have the women version called Textilers. And you can see their meetup group called Meetup. Just go to Meetup and type Textiler, and it will take you directly to that event area. And they usually have whatever program they're having. Currently, they're having a cohort that they are actually building new women that can go into technology. So our coming event, we had one coming in future, like the data space. We have the MT5 and AI community also coming up in August. We have this has gone Saturday, July. We have season of AI. This has gone. So and you can also join the user group. Go to the meetup environment and type MCTNAIJA-TechUSERGROUP. You can join us so that you can follow up with all our events. And at this, we say thank you for joining us this month, and we hopefully, as we bring Ahmed for the last part of this series, to talk about how we can duplicate this startup environment that can help us to revolutionize our schools with IT, and that can be a very eye opener for those that are also in the university. So we say thank you for everybody, and thank you for everyone that have joined us, and thank you for being part of us. And we see you next month. Have a lovely Saturday, and goodbye.
Technology is now seen as a must-have in businesses. With the right technology tools, you get to stand out as a reliable organization and make everyone efficient and productive across board. We understand that most organizations are investing in technology and doing the best they can to make it work for everyone. But they are also finding it challenging to get the solution that will solve their most critical business needs. As a multiple award-winning, agile and innovative leader in the IT marketplace, Hashem Limited knows what it means to take time to identify your pain points and recommend products and services that fit your business need. We do not only pride ourselves as a one-stop shop offering a plethora of IT products and services that can drive growth and productivity in your organization. We also boast of dedicated, passionate, and experienced team members. Our comprehensive engagement model and governance framework are also designed to optimize your software portfolio across your organization. This unique approach gives you access to business analysts, solutions architects, product specialists, project managers, developers, and key resources to help inform great decision making. Above everything and anything else, we are the IT partner you can trust to make your business dreams realizable. Convinced yet? Perhaps our website can tell you a lot more than I have done in 2 minutes. Check us out on www.hashem.com. Oh, one more thing. We are as social can be, keeping you updated on the newest technology trends. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Simplifies the way we collect data. Organizations collect data from multiple touchpoints to enable them to make effective, profitable, data-driven decisions. Yet, a lot of data just sits there. Why? Well, organizations operate 2 systems: operational or transaction systems and analytic systems. Operational systems are data repository, where you execute business processes. Analytic systems are where you make sense of your data and evaluate business processes. Analysts spend 80% of their time cleaning and preparing data to update routine reports, and only 20% of their time truly brainstorming on the numbers and extracting insight from that data. The result? Less time to ask the right questions about their data, and less time to pull variable insights that can improve your bottom line. At D. Brown Consulting, we have a better approach. We empower you to extract insights from your data at the speed of thought. We employ a curated methodology that simplifies the analytic build process to eliminate technical friction, making it easier for everyone in your organization to get the exact data they need securely. The best part? All of this can be done without relying on overburdened IT teams. D. Brown Consulting offers consultancy services in building, reporting, and analytic systems. As Microsoft Gold partners, we offer business process automation solutions with no-code and low-code applications, chatbots, and robotic process automation engines, and financial modeling services. We visualize our reports, dashboards, and analytics using the principles defined by the International Business Communication Standards, IBCS. The use of standardized notation eliminates ambiguity and ensures consistency in the design of your visualizations for more effective data storytelling. Are you looking to achieve more with your data? Contact us today. Visit dbrownconsulting.net.
7 years, McInTouch Consulting has been empowering individuals, organizations, and government parastatals in information technology, business management, leadership development, and finance. Through our end-to-end training services, we help our clients achieve notable landmarks with our long-standing valued affiliate relationships with Microsoft, EC Council, CompTIA, PECB, Cisco, and AWS. McInTouch Consulting offers training and certifications in diverse areas like Network Plus, cybersecurity, cloud computing, project management, Agile Scrum, soft skills, amongst many others, with guaranteed to run classes, virtual classes, on-site classes, online classes, and customized classes. McInTouch Consulting enhances career development, promotes relevance, and ensures quality delivery. McInTouch Consulting is located in Nigeria, Kenya, and United Kingdom. Visit www.macintouch.com or call 090-381-38550 or 081-409-84158. You can also visit us at 24 Bamachili Street off Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos.
sáyé ọmọ ọba ni kò ṣe ẹrú ó wá sáyé kò ṣe wọn.
ó yá akéde mo fẹ́ délé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ.
ọmọ ọba ni kò
bàbá
ṣe ẹrú.
ló gbanigbá ní ojú ọ̀nà ó ṣe gbá. òsangiri lagiri ọ̀làgiri kàkà. àkọ́kọ́ arẹ́rẹ́ o bàbá mi ò wọ́n kẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ jù jọ.